Welcome to Faroe Field in Columbia, Missouri, home of the Missouri Tigers. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M about to boot it away to start this game. On the move from inside his 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Looking downfield on first down. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. So now it's 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Trying to set up the screen. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play.
Looking to throw on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
They just have not been able to get this guy going. They've thrown it to him over and over again here in the first quarter, and QB and him just not able to link up. The defense knew that was where this guy was going to be looking, but these two, they've got to find a way to get on the same page.
That's caught. It's Hardy. At midfield, he's got room. Racing to the right. Past the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Dropping back, it's Reed. Not in lockstep there with the receiver. Behind the change now on 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. Texas A&M going quickly. He'll do it himself. Crosses the 45. Getting up close to midfield. Gets it to the 48-yard line before being run out of bounds.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarter.
Oh, it's picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
How about the athletic ability by the big fella? You know, you got those big linebackers in there used to taking on fullbacks and offensive linemen the whole game. He understands for passing situations. I'm getting drops. I'm getting deep in my drops, playing the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, making the INT. What an athlete.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. The short hands, it's Hardy. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Finds his man. It's Manning. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Second down, he'll throw it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Caught over the middle. It's Manning. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Grabbed in the middle. It's Hardy. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri! They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll bring it out. It's Owens. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Here's a hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. He just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32. Texas A&M going up tempo. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Concepcion. He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. Leaves it with the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. That's it for the period, and Missouri has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Oh, and he just dropped it so close to his second interception of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. Looking for space, it's Moss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Aggies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. Now facing a third and long from the 50-yard line. Gives it on the option. Picks up the first down, still moving. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Back to throw, it's Reed. Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit in coverage that forces the incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lets it fly. Another incompletion on third down. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down.
Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on another unit from the Big 12, the Kansas State Wildcats. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Jayhawks will put total leather to crank us up. Fielded in the end zone, it's Brown. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. To the ground with the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. He stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
Well, the defense came into this game, guys, knowing that they were going to be tested with the offense throwing it vertically down the field. And you saw it right there on the opening drive. They were ready for it. Great job locating the ball and getting the INT.
They'll try to pop the draw. Kansas and K-State have been battling for well over a century, many times sort of on the fringes of the spotlight, if not completely out of it in college football. But, man, when they grab center stage, you realize just how intense it is.
It's intense. It's a fun rivalry. But here's the thing. Kansas State has really dominated this rivalry. The Jayhawks, they got to fix that. They got to get that rectified, Palmer, because the Wildcats, year after year, they're continuing to find ways to win this matchup.
And these are two great fan bases for years. And we've loved our time whenever we visit Lawrence or you visit Manhattan. The nicest fans, but they're passionate fans as well, especially when they meet up in this rivalry game.
The Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Daniels. finds his tight end. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
On 4th down, going to the air. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one, and they keep the drive alive.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the 1st down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. Johnson wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Pressure got to the QB that time. He was trying to find his check down out of the backfield, but the hit forced the incompletion.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
We've reached a break, and Kansas has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. Running backs on either side of the quarterback. Back to pass on 2nd down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense, throwing the ball.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone.
Now, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that first down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the first down.
And he is going to lose yardage. Nowhere to run as he is forced out of bounds.
Everybody on defense did such a good job on that play, leveraging the football and using the sideline to their advantage. They weren't letting him get north. They forced him east-west, got him out of bounds for a loss.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Kansas.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense. Turning it on! Got the first down and more. He's all the way out to the 32-yard line before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north and fast.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Kansas State pushing the pace.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Finds space on the right. Off and running. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Wildcats. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for a man. It's Daniels. Makes the grab down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game. Now on second down. Looking to fire. Gets it out fast. He'll get a fresh set of downs, stopped at the 31-yard line. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do.
Brings into the open.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to two. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
To the air on 2nd down. Throws for the tight end. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Jayhawks will send out the punt unit. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Fields the punt and tries to find an opening. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for 2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. Quick completion on the out route. And he's ruled down right there, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Finds his man. It's Brown. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snares it outside. It's Brown. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
And that is interception number 3 on the day. Trying to take it back. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And he's got to find the right combination of distance and accuracy from the right hash and 45 yards out. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball.
Man, how about that? You come out of the locker room, you just had a little bit of a break, you rested, you told your club we're going to come out, and now we're going to be aggressive. We're going to kick an onside even though we're winning and you failed. Now this defense better step up and respond.
First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air, it's Daniels. Fires to the big fella. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He'll pull it down. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a
touchdown, Rock Chalk. A great catch and run for 6. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry, get some emotion, get some momentum on your side.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He'll throw on third down. He's got him along the sideline. Beautiful footwork for the first down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. Slings it downfield. Complete to the left. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Wildcats are on the move. Power football with the run. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Wildcats kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to fire to the left. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Johnson wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Edwards. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered. Pick up the first. Kansas stay quick to the line. Shotgun snap on third down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, on third and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on fourth down.
Got it in the middle. It's Brown. Not much of a fourth down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physical.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Kansas State. I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Coming out with it, it's Henderson. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Got it set up on the outside. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. That's the end of the quarter. Kansas has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in the game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there's still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Tight coverage there. Did not stop him from making the grab. It's first and goal from the 8.
Nice job executing the 4-minute offense. You know, they practice this throughout the week, having a lead late in the game, running plays to just get enough to get first downs to stay on the field, and they're executing this 4-minute offense to perfection.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And this situation here on second down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Wants to throw. It's Daniels. Looking to the end zone. Pass is broken up. Incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
And that's really good third down defense. You've given up some yards. Who cares? Down here right near the goal line, you bow your neck up. You force the 4th down. Nice job breaking on the football and forcing the incompletion.
And that's just the chip shot. That's just a field goal they got to make, guys.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. The Wildcats can really attack on this second and short. Wants to go up top. Grab behind the line. It's Edwards. Still running at the 40. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Oakland. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to throw again. Using the quick game. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. Not a big window, and that throw was money, and they've got it at the 30. Looking to pass. It's Johnson. Makes the grab. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. Wants to fire on second down. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11.
What a great individual effort here in this 2-minute situation. He makes the catch in the middle of the field. He knows he's got to find a way to stop the clock. The only way to do that is to get out of bounds. He uses his speed and his vision, and he's able to elude the defense to save some time.
On the ground, it's Edwards. And he runs it in for a score. Touchdown, Wildcats!
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense. Great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your two-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the fourth quarter when you need the two-point conversion?
A gargantuan moment here as they try to tie it up late with the two-point conversion. Johnson looking to throw. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Well, at this juncture in the game, that was 2 points they needed to have to tie this one up. Now, there's tons of pressure on the defense to get the ball back to have a chance to win.
Time is of the essence. Just under a minute to go as they line up for the onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? The Jayhawks will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. So Kansas fought and clawed and scratched its way to victory in the Sunflower Showdown, and they'll have the Governor's Cup and bragging rights after beating K-State. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Team in the country, the Miami Hurricanes, taking on the fourth-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. The give to the back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. The Hurricanes in the hurry-up.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Looking for a man. It's back. Banks to grab. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Off play action. Let's it fly. It's complete. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Well, it's a nice job snagging that pass. Miami has a tradition of Heisman Trophy quarterbacks. I get that, but guess what? If you're going to win Heisman Trophies, you're probably throwing to very talented wide receivers. Let's not forget about all the great receivers.
Turning it on. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Red offense has got to be better. You've done a nice job getting the football to this point in the red zone, but now you can't go backwards. You've got to be able to get rid of the football if it's not there, and that was a terrible play giving up the sack.
Throws to the tight end. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, defensively, you want to set the tone, and you gave up a few plays, but bowed your neck, got a big turnover. That's what you dream about. You dream about forcing the turnover, especially on the first possession. Offense, it's your turn.
Moore to the air. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. And the Ducks trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Second down, they'll go to the air. The quick out. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Ducks come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Caught in the backfield, it's Whittington. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't convert. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on fourth down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the outside to the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right.
Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
And another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And wings it incomplete. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. First play of the period, first down here. Moore will throw. It's complete on the right side. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Going to sling it on second down. Got a man, it's Whittington. At the 40, there he goes. It's a running room. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
It's a scoreless game, but it feels like after that completion, that may finally break. It's been tough sledding for both of these offenses. That time, they had the matchup they wanted. They took the shot. Really nice throw. Maybe that's the play that generates the first points of this game.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got him. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And that's a great stop by this defense. Second down and goal, getting the lost yardage play, now putting your defense in a better position for third down.
Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be 4th down. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. The holder will put it down on the right hash, a 33-yard try. Oh, the attempt is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
The Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the back. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Just moving those chains the way Frank Gore did back in the day.
Frank Gore, Willis McGahee, Edgerrin James, so many elite backs in Miami history. Finding that guy that you can give the ball to that's reliable, important part of the Canes tradition.
They won't have time to run another play, and we will take it to the 2-minute timeout. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Quarterback extends the play. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
To the air, it's back. Right on the money. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Listen, at this point, the end of the first half, you're trying to generate some points. First downs are the most important thing. So a really good job there converting on that third. I love that.
Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Whatever the fastest tempo they have is, that's what they'll use. To the ground, he's got it again. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. And the Hurricanes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. See what you hit what you see, bring your feet. Yeah, none of that happened.
Yeah, those are all great things to keep in mind, but you're also trying to tackle another grown man against his will and get him on the ground. And by the way, he wasn't happy.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Moore to the air. Working that left side now. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels. Touchdown, Miami! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a 2-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He wants to take the top off. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
Oh, man. Those are the ones you rewind back on tape over and over again when you watch this tape and you go, how did I miss that? He was so open. You have to hit those plays. There's nothing you can say positive about that.
He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Moore will throw. He spins that thing down the middle. There he goes! And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield on first down. He'll take a shot. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And the Canes will kick it away to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese.
He's loose down the left side. A 20. He's a touchdown, Ducks! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
Yeah, we may have a situation here. You might have points, more points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. The give to the tailback. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. And the Canes are in the hurry-up. Handoff from the gun. Shakes off the defender. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
The Hurricanes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He hurls one deep down the left side. Catch and stride inside the 15. Touchdown, Canes. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half, and here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
And the extra point was good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll go out of bounds at the 22-yard line, and that's where this offense will take over. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Got his man. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Pulls it in. It's Whittington. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. The Ducks racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
That quick slant is a hard ball to adjust to and make your quarterback look good. If you throw it behind me and I'm coming down the line of scrimmage, I really don't have a chance to adjust and try to make my quarterback look good. He's got to miss that thing low or high. He can't miss it behind me.
Brought down at the 33-yard line as this defense gets a 3rd down stop. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Complete out of the backfield. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the 1st down before he's dragged to the ground. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Moore to the air. Got his man in the middle. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Trying to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Got his man on the run. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. He wants to throw it. Trying to bowl his way out. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll operate out of split backs. The inside handoff. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Got 3 on 1st down and 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the running back. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This game just feels so different than it did in the 1st half. After that incompletion, now setting up 4th down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
They boot it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Moore will throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Now the play fake. Looking to scramble. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. It's low. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to a 27. And the Ducks will hustle with the line.
Well, offensively, they knew they were going to have some matchups they could take advantage of in this one, and all of a sudden, this quarterback has now over 300 yards passing in the game. Defensively, David, he has got them on their heels.
And he's been showing you a little bit of everything. He can throw it all over the field to all different receivers, to his tight ends, to his running backs. Really has the ability to spread it around, and now over 300 yards. Still some time left, and he can put up even bigger numbers. And, heck, go chase some awards, man. Get some postseason awards. Get an All-American. Just put up a day.
They'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Moore. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Backed up now. Here's second and long.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for the...
Oh, he's got some space. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And, guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
A lot of times when you go back and you revisit these games, who takes advantage of these opportunities in the red zone, in these goal-to-go situations? Bad job on first down by this offense.
Moore to the air. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
Back's going for the goal line. They'll stop him just short of the first down marker on the screen. Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Trailing and getting deep in the game, they'll go for it here on 4th and goal. Looking to throw again. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down.
Man, that stings. You go all the way down the field, you get a 4th and goal situation, and the offense comes up small. The defense gets the sack. No points for you.
They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Second down, they'll go to the air. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Touchdown, Oregon! The defense putting points on the board. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
These guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I show you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The Canes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
This is an offense that prides himself on being physical, so you need 1 yard. Just hand it off to your back and let him go to work.
They'll give it to him again. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
Now, I'm going to be curious to see this offense down the stretch. That's back-to-back runs. This is a pivotal part of the game. We're in the fourth quarter. Like, what are they going to lean on? What weapon are they going to go to find a way to get across the finish line?
A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
The name of the game right now is getting yards and getting them in chunks. However you want to do that. I'm fine running the football, but you've got to be more productive than what we've seen on these last 2 plays.
They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down.
That is how it's done on third down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time, the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short.
And this offense has got to get somewhere, right? That's a couple plays in a row. Like, the clock is their biggest enemy. So we got to find a way to manufacture, push the ball down the field, make something happen with that clock running out.
From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. And the Hurricanes getting set on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, down to throw. Looking to scramble. Complete to the right. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. All knotted up and just a little bit of time left in regulation. Running the red zone, it's Brown. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. From the gun, running back on the move. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, that's nice by the running back there, showing you his experience and his self-control, because a lot of guys would have tried to bounce that football to the outside, but he understands the assignment. We're in the middle of the field. We need to stay in the middle of the field to give our kicker the best field position and angle possible to go and kick this game-winning field goal.
Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And it is good. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads. Hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the fourth quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team they find a way to get things done. That's why they're ranked where they're at. And I expect this team to stay in contention for the college football playoff because they're proving week in and week out they're a really good squad.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 22nd ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Nittany Lions will kick it away to start us off. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Quick strike complete. Turning it on! Touchdown, Michigan! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
If you want to make a statement in a football game, that's how you do it. On your first offensive snap, you go 75 yards and score a touchdown. They have shown up. They are ready to go. Everybody, I think, in shock in the stadium right now.
He'll bring it out. It's Singleton. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Give to the running back. Fights off the defender. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
Yeah, I'm so impressed watching this guy run the football. And I'll tell you, I think Joe Paterno would have loved this guy in his offense, too. His teams always prided themselves on being able to run the football, right? Be more physical than the opponent. This guy has the ability to just wear defenses down. So hard to stop.
The Nittany Lions want to crank the tempo. They'll give it to the back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule. It makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense.
Breaks into the open. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28. The Nittany Lions are rolling down the field.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. These fans raising the volume on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next third down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
On third and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And you'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Fielded in the end zone. It's Simpson. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Finds a man on the right. There he goes. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the second drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Handoff from the shotgun. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8. They get to the line quickly. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Get it out on the screen. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
We'll give the defense credit there on 3rd down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough for a first down. Now they've got a chance to get off the field.
And the Wolverines looking to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. This noise is deafening, trying to keep this offense from being able to operate. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He'll run it again. Oh, he's got some space. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Caught behind the line. It's Singleton. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Nittany Lions want to pick up the tempo. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. That last incomplete pass has him staring at a 3rd and 3. Wants to throw on 3rd. Here's the pressure. He took a hit as he couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's time.
It's been a tale of 2 drives for this defense early on, right? They came out starting really slow. Allowed a touchdown in the opening drive, but they're finally settling in here on this one. Obviously, it wasn't perfect. They did give up 1 first down, but really nice job there on that 3rd down pass defense, forcing the incompletion, now trying to set up a punt.
He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Snagged out of the air. And they pick up just a few on that completion. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. That's caught. It's Marsh. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. 1st down here for the offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
And this QB, man, how about it? It's a pass play. He's dropping back to pass. He realizes it's man-to-man, and as they start to chase their guys down the field, well, nobody's got me, and I can just take off, and I've got speed. He chews up ground so easy, so frustrating for a defense to have to deal with a guy like this.
That pass is incomplete, but this has been a period in which the offenses have shined. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the 2nd. So 2nd down here as we're back at it after the break. To the air, it's Underwood. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, what a cut! He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 8.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Wants to go up top. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
He wants to throw it again. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. And the quarterback goes he's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. The give from the gun. He's in open space downfield. Finds his way ahead for 6 and a little breathing room to the 17. The Nittany Lions come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Trying to impose their will with the run. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The whole Penn State legacy is built on toughness, getting it done on the ground, and they pick up a 1st down.
And you got to start there with the physicality, the ground game, getting that going. It's kind of a Northeast thing, right? Being tough, being physical, bringing that lunch pail.
Keeps looking downfield. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Quarterback just flat missed him. Incomplete.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up 3rd down.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Under fire. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up in the 28.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
Man, oh man, did that coverage team have its hands full. Well, not full because they didn't get a hand on him for quite a while. Great return there. So here comes the Michigan offense. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball.
It's a fumble. And this fumble bounces out of bounds.
Start to get that offense going and start having success, you got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Gets rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
They couldn't make the connection on 2nd down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Underwood. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The offense stays on the field despite the fact they've misfired on 2 4th down attempts. Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
And this offense shows right away on 1st down. They're willing to pass down here. Does this soften them up a little bit for the run here on 2nd down and goal?
defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
They'll run it here on 3rd and goal. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. And as they come to the line of scrimmage here, you can take the lead with a field goal. And with a hallelujah land. Touchdown, Wolverine!
And it's nice to have those big tight ends down here in the red zone because they're such big targets, but they can block, or you just slip them out, find a little hole in the defense, feature and throw it off, let them go get it. Nice job by the tight end with the catch and the touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Makes the grab. It's Reynolds. Powers through. Turning it on. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The short hands, it's Allen. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The Nittany Lions with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. To the air on 2nd down. Fires downfield. Pass is incomplete, but I think the defense was offsides, and this will probably be a 1st down.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping on the sides all the time.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. With the catch, it's Pena. How about those sweet twinkle toes-like moves as he gets to the 38? Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And that's one thing this defense takes a lot of pride on. They like tackling the catch, and they like being around the ball. That time, he was in proximity to knock that thing loose. Nice physical play.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. 4th down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play, and you've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
First play of the drive comes from the 38. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the 1st half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
With the catch, it's McCulley. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the 1st down.
Forced out of the pocket. And that ball's on the ground behind the line. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession.
Well, they got a really nice drive going on offense. They're on their opponent's side of the field, but you're not going to come away with any points if you turn it over. And they've got to do a better job of ball security. Very, very lucky that ball went out of bounds.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. He's going to run it. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And the Wolverines have moved it inside the 20. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Michigan!
You know, there's so many coaches out there in two-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play. The wideout's going to... Had that one back.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Handoff to the lone back. Makes his man miss. Got the first down and more. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Gonna take a shot. He's got it on the left. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And he'll line this one up from 53 yards out and try to bang it through. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. A delay of game penalty like that just riles up the defense even more. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. To throw, it's Allard. He'll try to do it himself. Quarterback gets the first down. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. So the first half has come to a close. We'll take a break and head over to the halftime show. We're just about ready to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Martin. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. When you have the type of defensive lineman that Michigan has had over the years, you don't always have to send the house to get to the quarterback.
No, it's a beautiful thing when you're a defensive coordinator, when you got big, strong studs like this. Year after year, Michigan always has a stable full of them, of guys that are athletic enough to rush the passer, but physical enough to play the run. It's a fun spot to be in as a DC.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. The Nittany Lions in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. What a complete disaster. What a terrible decision to run that far backwards and take the safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they will.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Now on the return. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him.
He's got it on the outside. And defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Grabs it inside the 10.